You've looked through glass your entire life without ever seeing it. That window you're near right now, the screen protecting your phone, the bottle holding your drink. You see through them, but you've never actually looked at what they are. Here's what nobody tells you. Glass is frozen liquid, not solid, not crystal. Something in between that shouldn't exist according to the rules of chemistry. A material so strange that scientists still argue about whether it's technically a liquid or solid. Why does glass shatter into deadly shards while some glass bounces off concrete? How did humans accidentally create the most transparent material on Earth? And what makes window glass from 1920 fundamentally different from the screen you're touching right now? Let's explore the process. Sand is everywhere. Silicon dioxide, second most common material in Earth's crust after oxygen. Ancient humans walked on it for hundreds of thousands of years. Then around 3500 BCE, someone in Mesopotamia made a fire hot enough to change everything. They were probably cooking or working metal. Fire sitting on sand. And something impossible happened. The sand started melting, not crumbling, melting into clear liquid that hardened into something they'd never seen. Transparent solid. You could see through it like water, but hard as stone. That accident became glass, and it changed human civilization. But here's where it gets interesting. Glass isn't really solid. When you heat sand to 1,700 degrees Celsius, the crystal structure completely collapses. Silicon and oxygen atoms break apart from their organized arrangement. They flow freely like liquid. Then you cool it rapidly, and here's the critical trick. You cool it so fast, the atoms don't have time to reorganize into crystals. They freeze mid-chaos, locked in place by temperature drop. That's what glass is. Frozen chaos. Atoms trapped in liquid disorder, permanently locked in place by rapid temperature drop. Here's what happens inside a glass furnace, and why your phone screen costs $200 while a window costs $20. Glass starts with sand, soda ash, and limestone. Sand provides silicon. Soda ash lowers melting point. Limestone prevents dissolving in water later. They dump these into a furnace at 1,700 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt steel. The mixture becomes molten glass, glowing orange, flowing like honey. This molten glass is where precision separates garbage from perfection. You probably think all glass is the same. Everyone does. But they're adding specific chemicals to create exact properties. Add boron, and you get Pyrex surviving oven heat. Add lead oxide, and you get crystal refracting light like diamonds. Add cerium, and you get UV-blocking glass. That's why your phone screen costs so much. It's not just glass, it's aluminosilicate glass with precise ion exchange. The manufacturer spent millions engineering exact chemical composition, and you benefit every time you drop your phone without shattering it. The molten glass flows onto molten tin. Float glass. Tin is denser than glass, but liquid at processing temperature. Glass floats on top, spreading into perfectly flat sheets by gravity. No pressing, no polishing. Physics creating flawless surfaces. As it cools, glass transforms from liquid to solid without forming crystals. Atoms lock into chaotic arrangement permanently. This is why glass is transparent. Light passes through because there are no crystal boundaries to scatter it. But wait, cooling rate determines everything. Cool too fast, and internal stresses cause shattering. Cool too slow and crystals form, making it cloudy. Modern furnaces cool glass through zones with 5-degree precision across 100-meter lengths. For phone screens, they use ion exchange, soaking glass in molten potassium salt at 400 degrees. Larger potassium ions replace smaller sodium ions on the surface, creating compression. This makes glass nearly unbreakable. Drop it on concrete, and compression absorbs impact that would normally shatter it. Glass never degrades. That sounds impossible. But it reveals something profound about atomic structure frozen in time. The glass in ancient Roman windows is chemically identical to glass made yesterday. Those atoms frozen in chaos stay frozen forever. Glass doesn't rust like iron or rot like wood. It just exists, chemically unchanged, for thousands of years. Every glass bottle gets recycled into new bottles endlessly. Melt it down, add it to new batch, reshape. The atoms don't care about age. They'll freeze into the same transparent structure every time. But here's the kicker. Glass's dominance isn't because it's the most transparent material. We've invented materials far clearer. Synthetic sapphire, diamond films. Glass dominates because it's the most transparent material we can make cheaply from beach sand. A skyscraper needs 10,000 square meters of windows. Sapphire would cost $2 billion. Glass costs $2 million. That difference is why you live in buildings flooded with natural light instead of dark stone fortresses. Every time you look through a window, drive a car, or use your phone, you're trusting chemists who spent careers controlling cooling rates to within degrees. You're trusting the physics of frozen chaos. You're trusting that someone understood how to trap atoms mid-transformation. That screen in your hand isn't just transparent. It's a precisely engineered atomic arrangement, either strengthened through ion exchange or weakened to save money. You can tell which by whether it survives the first drop. So, that transparent material you thought was just melted sand. Glass isn't solid or liquid. It's proof that understanding atomic chaos gives you power to trap light itself. Every window exists because someone learned to freeze molecular disorder at exactly the right speed. You see the frozen chaos now, not just transparency. Maybe you'll notice glass quality next time you shop. Because you're someone who understands the physics others see through. That's the process. We reveal how things actually work, one story at a time. If there's something you'd like us to explore next, let us know. Until then, trust the process.